Alright, so right now I'm going to kind of go through the design process, show you everything that I've done as far as what it took from getting it from a rough sketch over to the final product. So right here, start out with the face shape. You know, a lot of lacrosse sticks, you know, every face shape is different. You know, you come up, it starts to flare a little bit lower. Maybe it's a tighter, you know, thicker on the top scoop, longer on the throat. It's very whatever you like. I like a little bit wider with a real hard pinch right here. So what it does, it creates a longer channel for the ball to stay in the net. Keeps it nice and tight there, as well as it's a big nice scoop for ground balls, which is big in lacrosse. So after that, you know, we jump in a little bit more detail. It gives you a little bit more of what it would look like. It was me messing around in class. I got more, you'll see it. So let's jump over to that. This is me starting out. Everything is out of dimension. So bam, here we go. This is finally what size it would be. I started out just with a rough sketch of it, then I measured out by inches. As far as the opening to where the ball can sit in, it needs to be 10 inches from top of the scoop down to the base of the head. The whole entire head is 12 inches. That's what I like. It can go all the way up to 14, but this is what a little bit smaller of a head. Ball comes out quicker. I like that a lot better. And these are just regular, the rest of the dimensions for a standard legal head. All right, let's move on. So here we go. I kind of clean out a little bit to where it's nice and tight now, very long neck, cleaner. I like having this squared off edge here. Instead of it coming real hard like this, it kind of opens that area up a little bit more. You could tie it down with the stringing, and that's what I really like. That's what a lot of offensive players like, and that's what this head is geared for, is an offensive player. So this center line here is just to get the center of the page. Now we move on to here. We're starting with the detail here. So what I did, I pinched up the nose a little bit more so the ball comes out nice and true. Do a little bit of the edging as well as some of the vents down here by the throat, a little bit of detail down there. Let's move on. Bam, here we go. Next one, did it with pen, it's a little bit clearer. Here, I'm just trying to, again, get a little bit more of the idea of what this head will look like. Finally, I get a nice clean line all the way around. Now it goes up to the top holes. So where am I going to be stringing this? These are all measured out properly to where they fit perfectly with the net, with the mesh, whatever you put in, and how it gives you the best versatility for stringing. I only did half of it right here, really, so I could get a perfect symmetry all the way around. So I folded it in half. Finally over here, bam, now we got a nice, you know, it's still a rough outline of it all. There's some smudging, but this is basically the final shape of what I want it to look like. And finally, this is the finished, all cleaned up, a little bit of 3D in there model. I will have a shaded one, you'll see it at the end of this video. And this is what we're working with. Very nice face shape, I love it, it looks beautiful. And we're gonna move on to how I get the side going. What the side's gonna look like, I called it the Rogue. Right here, these are just a bunch of different designs for the type. Very basic design right here. I came up real high. I like a high pocket for an offensive player. That's what you want, kind of mid-high. So when the railing comes up here like this, that's very good for the offensive style player. Now clean it up a little bit right here. You can see very little details changed. Trying to just wanting to get the feel for it. Here, you know, I set up some holes on the side, some research on what the actual spacing would be, so later on you'll see the actual permanent spacing, what it's gonna take. So we start adding a little bit of angles, a little bit of dimension here. Moving on to the next one. You know, holes are gone now just because I wanted to focus on the railing system everywhere, all the indents, all the cutouts, just so I can get a good idea there. Change this so it covers the top strings, so you know they don't get roughed up while you're playing. So it's very, very subtle changes that are perfect for this style of play. Now this is one of the bigger changes here. If you see this side, it's all different specific cutouts, and that, just like up here, up for the top string, is gonna protect these strings so they don't get roughed up while you're playing. So this is me developing my own style. There's different technologies out there right now that do the exact same thing, but you know, they're all patented, they're all copyrighted, it's all proprietary. So this is my own design for it. I think it'd be really effective, cuts out a lot of weight, which a nice light head is what you want. This is me cleaning it up even more now with the lining pen. So just to get a rough shape of it all. Here we go, one more time, a little bit cleaner. Now I'm starting to get a little bit of the type in there. And for the final one right here, there it is. This is the Rogue by Joseph Ferris. And if we overlay right here, boom, it all lines up perfectly to exactly where the cutouts would be, where the top is, where the bottom is. I love it. I'm super excited. Now let's do a little montage into it.